yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boiling up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakens, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab it and take it. Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip cards in the weekend, harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution.
Hello, race fans, and welcome here to the regular season finale of Asphalt Outlaws Racing. Boy, it's the winning bid 167. Well, I tell you, we have had a wonderful season up to this point, and now it is time to get down to the nitty-gritty. We're talking the playoffs, and this right here is going to decide who's going to get in and who's just going to get bumped out. And so we're glad, as always, to have you here with us here at Rice Motorsports TV to see how this race unfolds here tonight at Bristol Motor Speedway. And of course, you know, wouldn't be complete without giving a shout out to our sponsors, and that would be Sonic Racing Chassis, the Winning Bid Diecast Auction, and HCK Beagles. Well, let's go ahead and before we head down on the track, let's take a look at the race info for this evening. Boy, it's a nice night out there. 82-degree air temperature. Winds are only 2 miles an hour, and that track temperature is a nice, good temperature there, 86 degrees. And now, see, they're going to be running 70% fuel tonight. They're only going to have 4 sets of tires, the set they start with, plus 3 additional sets, and the stage break is going to be at lap 60 of 167 scheduled here at this half-mile facility. And as always, folks, thank you so much for joining us here on Rice Motorsports TV. Please don't forget to hit like, share, and if you want to know when we go live, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And I tell you, hitting that like button, that boy, it not only helps the channel, but it really helps the league too, because it helps in the long run. The more likes we get, and it'll get more the little YouTube algorithm do its thing, and get more eyeballs on the league. And we definitely want to give I want to give all the league that I broadcast, give them as much as exposure as possible. And it's something you can do. Well, it doesn't cost you a thing, and it really does help support the league in a big way. So if you would just take a second to hit that like button. And let's see, we've got about 5 minutes left before we one more thing. Let's take a look at the points, because we're getting close here now. And bring those up here. There they go. And Mark Beverly at 456, and Jody Banfield only 20 points behind. Dougie Higgins Jr. third, Kevin Winker fourth, Joe Yates in that 5th spot with Eric Hegel 6th, Nathan Somerville 7th, Nathan Bogart 8th, Michael Newman 9th, and Richard Holland, he rounds out the top 10. And I believe the cutoff is 15th as we look on down. Haas Beverly, boy, he is on the bubble there, 126 points. Keith Prince is only 1 point behind him on the outside looking in. And I tell you, the points are so close. Like everybody, even Callaway and Schilling, they're only just a few points further away from that bubble. a bad night, good or either way, could swing that thing in a different direction. Especially those guys are, one or two positions away from that bubble on the outside or inside. William Kern, he's down there at 319 points, and I tell you, just a lot to race for as always. Of course, let's scroll that on down so you can see the rest of the drivers, see where your favorite driver is located. And but I tell you, they've just really had some good racing, good hard racing all season long. And so now it's come down to this. And so we will see. We will see how things pan out here tonight. So we'll go ahead. We're going to take a quick break before we get to qualifying here, and we'll be right back. You're watching the Asphalt Outlaws Racing, the winning bid 167 here on Rice Motorsports TV. Okay, folks, we're back here for the winning bid at 167 regular season finale, and only just under 3 minutes to go. And let's see, got some folks on track. You know what? Before we even head down on track, I'm gonna grab because I believe the Beverleys are like the guys who put this thing together in the first place. Let me see if I can grab Hoss here. We'll go find him in the chat here, and where he's up in the admin channel. Okay, let me go grab him real quick and get him in the booth here with us. And there he is. Hey Hoss, Tony in the booth. You got a copy? Mic check, mic check. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Well, I tell you, man, I just wanted to say, man, I tell you, it's been a really fun season out there, man, and things have really been going good there, man, and congratulations on another successful season. Time for those playoffs, man, and isn't it something that you're right on the bubble too? So this is gonna be an important race for you tonight, won't it?
Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. I'm like, I just want to finish this race and stay ahead. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely.
But it's a crazy race to try to do that in because there's probably going to be a lot of fender benders.
Absolutely. What do you think is is it one of those situations where you might try to lay back a little bit at the beginning or not?
I'm not sure. I think I may try to run in the middle and hopefully it spreads out. You know what I mean? I want to be in the back because I definitely don't want to start getting lapped. But
exactly, yeah. I tell you, we're getting ready to go to qualifying, so I'm gonna put you back down to the admin channel. And good luck tonight, Manny. We'll talk to you later.
Thanks, buddy. Talk to you later.
Okay, now. Okay, folks, that's Hoss Beverly. And he wanted me to. Any of you are old school out there, you'll know who that picture is. And so I don't even have to say anything. If you don't know whose picture that is, then you're not old school. I'm gonna leave that right there. And see, we got about 30, just over 30 seconds to go. And there's Mark Beverly. He's on track right now. Looks like he's currently spun and hit the wall. He's currently second quickest there with that 14.849. Cody Terlindi. That's he's actually quickest on the time charts at the moment with that 14.813. And the old clock is about to. Okay, everybody's getting it all out of this. And about to count down to 0, and we're about to go qualifying. Service should be rolling over any second now. There we go. And there goes the server about to switch over. There it is. And now we'll try to catch some guys coming out on track here. It takes a few seconds for them to get out. Okay, starting to see a few folks getting their way, making their way out there. There's Nathan Somerville. He's already on track and ready to put down some lap times here. Going down the backstretch, might have been the first out. We'll keep an eye on that timing tire. Looks like he'd be the first across the line. Let's see what Nathan gets here as he crosses the line at provisional pole 14.950. And several guys have posted as well behind him. Richard Holland in that second position, almost 15 seconds flat. Somerville, he did not improve on his second lap. It looked like he might have clipped the wall there anyway. And there's Michael Miller. He's fifth at the moment. There's Haas Beverly. And he might have already done his hot laps, like a 15.055. Currently fifth in the standings. So that's a good effort there for Haas Beverly. Let's see, there's 98. Oh, Jody, he's done. Right now, P8 at the moment. And looks ain't too many other folks on track here. There's Michael Newman. No time for Newman just yet. And racing down the backstretch here. This should be his first hot lap. Let's see what Michael gets as he crosses the line there. And he starts off P8, 15.115. And you know, that might have been his second. He might have touched the wall on his first hot lap. So if you touch the wall or anything like that, then it doesn't, unfortunately, does not count. So we still have a little ways to go, and they're going to get ready to have their drivers meet and everything. So, and that's going to take about 8 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a break while they go do what they got to do there, and we'll be back shortly for the race here at Bristol Motor Speedway. It's the regular season finale. The winning bid, 167, here on Rice Motorsports TV.
Back at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400-lap race on this .625-mile racetrack. And just as the field comes around turn number 4, the sunshine peeks through, helping warm things here. Bill Elliott leads him down. Benny Parsons on the outside. The green flag flies, and the first Union 400 Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway. Everybody nicely through turns number 1 and 2 as Bill Elliott has the lead, and Dale Earnhardt has jumped into second position, followed by Benny Parsons and Bobby Allison. Oh, here we go. It's just about to go away. They bump coming out of turn 4. Earnhardt gets the lead. We had just heard from our spotters that Neil Bonnet. Dale Earnhardt is on his last lap. this will be his 24th career win. Dale Earnhardt wins the first Union 400 at North Wilkesboro.
Okay, folks, we're getting ever closer to the start of tonight's race. We're coming up on about 3 minutes before they get ready to roll out for the start of tonight's race. So that'll give us just enough time to pause for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Okay, folks, we're back, and only about 30 seconds before the trucks take the pit road. And boy, I tell you, we're ready to, man, it's just like Haas said, so much can happen here at Bristol, and you just never know what to expect. And you always can expect it to be just a wild time. And okay, we just can't wait to get this going. and see how this race will unfold tonight. And like he was also saying, just trying to, you want to be careful, but you don't want to trip over yourself trying to be too careful. You got to get in there and get after it. And so we'll see what happens. And looks like they're starting to folks starting to come out on track here. And there they are starting to line up. And as they're making their way out here, let's go ahead and take a look at that starting grid. And on the pole there, Eric Hagdal, and he'll be starting in the first position, and Nathan Somerville second. Dougie Higgins Jr. will be in that third spot. Fourth position will be Evan Schillings, and then fifth will be Richard Holland the third. Jesse Calloway is sixth, with seventh Mark Beverly. Haas Beverly starting in the eighth position. Michael Newman ninth. Michael Miller, he'll round out your top 10. Then in the 11th position, we have Jody Banfield, Nathan Bogart in the 12th spot. And thought I hit the page button. There we go. 13th is Jesse Wise. Joe Yakes in the 14th position. Then 15th is Tyler Beverly with Nicholas Lawrence, 16th. 17th is Cody Terlendi. Keith Prince is in the 18th. 19th is Kevin Winker, and Rick LePage is 20th. And then in 21st position is David Smith. I'm thinking Cody is working race control. I don't know if he's driving and doing that at the same time. He may just be in the booth. I'm not sure. So if you see him slide down to the bottom or show you that him is out, then that's him, working race control. So we give a shout out to Cody there. But I tell you, that is not an easy job. And especially at a place like this, stuff happens so fast. And so you just got to stand toes the entire time. And Eric Hegdal is ready to lead them off, waiting for everybody. I think they're waiting. I think there's only one driver that get onto the grid before the time limit is over. They don't want anybody to miss the start of the race. And they're rolling off. Here we go, folks. I believe they'll get a couple of pace laps here. Getting ready to rock and roll here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Everybody getting lined up. Lights are out on the pace truck. Now they'll be racing to lap 60. Remember, they'll be going to, I believe, lap 60 of 167. That will be the stage break. Making their way around. Pace truck should be pulling off any second now. And there he goes, waiting for that green flag. We've got a green flag, and we're racing here at the season finale. Or regular season finale, I should say. And look at Somerville. He's already made a nice jump. He's blinking a bit there. A nice jump on Eric Hegdal. Hegdal trying to hang in. Boy, Somerville is blinking badly. Evan Schilling, let's run on board with him and see what he's seeing. Oh my goodness, that could be like nerve-wracking. And now he's not blinking as much now, and hopefully that won't happen too much for the guys behind him. But boy, I tell you, that can be something there, and they are all right there. Somerville still managing to hold on to that lead. Evan Schilling sticking right with him. Hegdal down to that fourth position, though. He's followed by Jesse Calloway and Richard Holland the third, back in the number 35 machine. And they're trying to shuffle that position there. There's Schilling. And on my timing and scoring, I keep seeing Somerville kind of wink out. Boy, I tell you, that is not good for the number 28. You know, we've seen people just pop right out of the server, and sometimes if it happens, by the time you get back in, you've done lost 3 or 4 laps or even more. So, hoping that his internet. Oh boy, there he goes again, and we've got a caution. Caution here, number 6. Oh my goodness, there's a big pileup back here in the back. There's the 12, Michael Newman, 42 there. Kevin Winker, he's involved. There's the 3 there. 3 machine of Keith Prince. Everybody's still rolling there. And nobody's truck looks too damaged. Prince, he's moving kind of slow. Let's see if his engine is running. I don't see any smoke coming out of it, but he's moving rather slowly there. Maybe he's just trying to, iRacing maybe telling him where to line up at. Tyler Beverly jumped to the pits already, so he's towing back. And oh boy, I tell you, now Somerville, he retained the lead. And you know, I think I just heard somebody's motor blow up. Oh my goodness. So somebody else may be towing back to the pits. And I think it all started with Michael, and there's Haas Beverly coming down pit road. Nathan Bogart with him. Joe Yakes making his way in. That's Rick LePage and number 73, the 12 of Michael. No, look at Michael Newman's truck. Man, that thing is crabbing sideways. He is definitely going to have to burn a fast repair. And I think do they have 1 or 2? I think they might only have 1. And boy, I tell you, that truck is not going to track right unless he burns that fast repair. There's nothing he can really do about that. And you can see how he's going literally running sideways down pit road, and he gets into his pit. There goes that fast repair. And so that is something. And let's go back and Nathan Somerville, he is still blinking even under caution. Let's go back and take a look here, and we can see if we can see what happened. And we'll go ahead and roll the tape with Michael Newman, number 12 there. And don't know if something happened in front of him. We're just going to keep rolling it along here. And so we'll see what happens. A regular speed for a moment. Oh, and it looks like the 13. Okay, and there's other stuff. Okay, it looks like Mark was trying to avoid what was happening in front of him. We'll do that again. Let's go here with the where is it? I want to jump on board with the 13, and he's seeing that in front of him. That's the number 9, Jesse Calloway, and it's getting away from him. Beverly thought about going low, and when you see those trucks going, sometimes you don't know where to go, and he was trying to avoid that. He collected. Oh boy, well, I tell you, that was just terrible there. And then, of course, you get folks collected. Oh, and there's Michael Newman. He collected somebody else. That was the 45 of Tyler Beverly. There's the 3 of Keith Prince. And it's just a big chain reaction. The 8 machine there. He got caught up in it. I don't know if he got caught up in it. He looked like he got rear-ended by the 45 or ghosted through him there a little bit. But just a big mess. And you know that it can happen. There's Joe Yakes. He doesn't look like his truck doesn't have. Oh, he ran in the back of somebody. His nose got caved in. So yeah, it's just that was rough. Here we go. We're gonna try it again. We got the green flag, and it's Somerville. He got a good boy. He really got a good restart. He made 0.6 of a second ahead of Eric Hegdal. Hegdal's in that second spot. Boy, look at Somerville blinking. Can he survive this race blinking like that? And it really can be a little bit of a headache for the other drivers. There's nothing that Somerville can do about it. And he's the one that's actually in trouble because he could very easily lose his connection. And you see some of these guys, it almost looks like they're kind of hanging back here just a little bit. They see these trucks blinking and stuff. You still have to race. It's not like you can just not do it. And got got some word in the chat there, like thinking that maybe their iRacing servers might be just really running at capacity because they got the what is it? Is it 24 Hours of Daytona running there, Josh? And they have a big event going on in iRacing, so I have seen a little bit of blinking here in the last day or so. And Evan Schilling, not exactly. Oh boy! And as we ride along with him, he's kind of moving in the wrong direction. He got a little wiggle there, and there is see Somerville sliding back through the field, and you can see him continuing to blink. His connection is they may be trying to tell him to just move back to the back of the pack, because that is really the safe thing to do. So it looks like Somerville is he's got it down. Matter of fact, he's on pit road, and you know, he hate to do it, but it's the best thing. It's the most considerate thing to do. And so thanks to him for go ahead and pulling down on pit road, and until maybe that can clear up for him. So that that leaves Eric Hegdal. Boy, Mark Beverly, he's got a bunch of trucks behind him, folks. It's him and Michael Miller in that third spot. Dougie Higgins Jr. in that 41 machine with the 87. The Joe Yates on the high side. Who is that? The 98 behind them there. Jody Banfield. Boy, a bunch of fast guys here, folks. Jody, he's pacing himself. And you know, this short track racing, everything happens so quickly. You've got to on your toes. You definitely want to get in a rhythm in short track, but at a track like this, and you have a large field, and it can be really, really tight out there. As Banfield looks like Hegdal is trying to stretch that lead a little bit. Mark Beverly, he's still in that third spot, just about 6/10 behind the number 11. Uh-oh, got another caution here on lap number 24. And let's see. I wonder, did somebody spin? It looked like it's just I'm not sure who it might have been. Well, there's no sign that anybody actually crashed, so I'm not sure exactly what happened there. Looks like the entire field, looking through the field, I don't see anybody showing any kind of damage or anything. Is Somerville, is he still in there? He might have put it behind the wall, folks. Just a rough night there for the 28. And when you try to lock onto his truck, it's no longer there. And Dougie Higgins Jr. making his way down pit road. Michael Newman's following him in. And they decided they're going to come on down. Now, looks like Dougie, he's got a bit of damage there on that right rear. Not sure if something happened to him or not. And one thing that was happening, a lot of guys were trying to dodge the 28 as he was probably trying to get down so he could get off the track. And boy, and that was kind of treacherous, trying to get through there. And so yeah, that I don't know, who knows, that might have been, where is that Cody Talindi? He's in the admin, and I kind of want to bring him up here and talk to him, but he may be indicating with the other admins about stuff, so we don't want to break their communication. But we'll see how things are going out there. Keith Prince making his way down on pit road. You see, he got a little right side damage there on the 3 truck. Right now, he's the only one on pit road. Eric Hegdal is still your leader. And I think they may be getting the one to go this time around. So we'll see what happens here. As they cross the stripe, and the lights are out on the pace truck. So it'll be lap 29 when we get the green flag once again. This time, Egdell, he's opting on the high side. I guess they have lane choice on the restart, and he's opting to take that high line. Mark Beverly right there in the 13 truck, right behind him. Making their way now through the middle of 3 and 4. Pace truck getting ready to peel off. And there he goes. And we got a green flag, and we are racing once again here at Bristol. And nice, good, clean start there. Yakes and the 77, Michael Miller. Looks like Yakes going to get by the 77 of Miller. Oh, and he gets touched by the 77. Man, that was the save. Boy, and he just kept on going. And I'm not sure if his right rear might have tapped the wall and just literally straightened him out. Wow, that was oh my let me tell you. that was something. Wow. I got to take that back to let's see if we can see that on instant replay here again, and maybe we can catch it. They were going down battling, and there's the initial contact. It might have even been net code. Look at the back of his truck. Just raises the outside wall, straightens them up. Kudos to there. Who is that behind him? I can't see is that I think that's Jody Banfield. Excellent reflex there, action, and not getting into Yakes. And Yakes was able to continue on. Man, that was some awesome driving by everybody in the vicinity as they continue to race along. That could have easily been another pileup. That was just some crazy reaction time from both Yakes and Banfield. And now they're battling with the 77 once again. Beverly, he's a good 6/10 behind Hagdell up at the front. Let's look a little further back. There's Michael Newton. He's out there racing. He got caught up in one of those last cautions. He's followed by Nathan Bogart. Nice battle going on here between Bogart and Dougie Higgins Jr. And I think I just saw Jody Banfield. This is a nice little tight bunch right here. There's the 8 of Nicholas Lawrence. He's racing behind those guys. And boy, I tell you, you can see up ahead of them the two leaders, Hagdell and Beverly. And then you have these folks right here, and they're all battling between positions 3 and 6, right here, 3, 4, 5, and 6, or maybe even 7th. They include Nicholas Lawrence here. And you can't really help but have some close battles as these guys are battling. Let's look a little further back. There's Hoss Beverly, and he's trying to. He's actually right at the top 10. He's running 10th, and right now he's going along pretty smoothly there, battling. That's the number 9, Jesse Calloway. He is not on the lap, and I'm not sure how many laps down he is. He is actually 5 laps down. So Hoss Beverly right now running in 10th position. Definitely trying to stay out of trouble, trying to get maximum points. Let's look a little further back. There's Prince. He's continuing to race along. Evan Schilling's going okay. Rick LePage, I believe he's the last truck on the lead lap. Let's see. Yeah, he's 15th because 16th is the 45 Tyler Beverly, and he's a few laps down racing behind his dad there. And I think he's 4 laps down. So everybody behind Callaway is 4 laps down or more. And I think it's showing Somerville still on pit road. It doesn't show him as retired yet, but you never know. I don't know if he might feel bad about trying to get back out there. His connection is still, kind of sketchy. Mark Beverly trying to work in closer to Eric Hagdell. And the one thing that they have that the guys behind them battling don't have is basically what you call clean air, and it's just two of them. They can run whatever line they need to run. They can focus on each other. Beverly can focus on that one truck. Those other guys, they're trying to race each other and not run into each other at the same time. And we got a caution, and oh my goodness, no! And it's Haas Beverly, and I think I saw somebody else. Was that the 77? Yeah, Michael Miller. And it looked like he just jumped right to the pits. Beverly is coming down pit road. That truck's looking a little banged up there, folks. Oh man, hope he has a fast repair. I don't remember. I'm gonna have to ask somebody how many fast repairs they have, but hopefully he has a fast repair that he can use. Now we might see some tire changes. Some of those early pit stops you won't see them because you're just getting started. So you wouldn't want to just burn one, set of tires too soon in the race. And he's getting tires. Oh my goodness, they may only have the one fast repair. If he had to use fast repair already, boy, this could be bad for Haas Beverly. I'm afraid to ask. I'm gonna pull him up there anyway. Let's pull him up here anyway and see what's going on here. Hey Haas, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
What's up, buddy?
Buddy, I tell you, man. Did y'all only have one fast repair, and did you already have to use it already in the race?
Yeah, I had to use it earlier when I got whacked.
Yeah, man. This is required repairs, obviously.
Oh yeah.
I tell you, man, and this is weird because we know you're racing get into those playoffs there and stuff, man, and hopefully it won't keep you out of the action too long, man. I'll just put you back down to the channel, man, and it's a long race, and so much more can happen. We'll see what happens here. So we'll talk to you later.
Thanks, buddy. Yep, got to baby it to the end. We'll see what happens.
Absolutely.
Thanks. See ya.
Good night. Boy, I tell you, man, you got to feel for Haas there, man. And it's just like anybody. All you want to do is stay out of trouble. It is so hard to do here at Bristol, and I can almost guarantee he won't be the last one. And so yeah, Kevin Winker making his way down on pit road. He's showing some battle there himself. I wonder, let me see. Let me check something here. Did they have the one to go already? No, they're going to get the one to go next time around as Winker comes down on pit road. The leaders are about to cross the stripe. So Winker, he's probably going to lose a lap here because he hasn't even got unless he pitted on the backside or something. Now he's just exiting the pits. That's what it was. Okay. I don't know if he just did. I don't know if he stopped at all, or was it a drive-through penalty or what. But I never saw him stop. But he's out and running once again. He's in 13th at the moment, still on the lead lap. And there's the field now. They're getting ready to go green lights out on the pace truck. It'll be lap 51. And now we're really close to the stage break. There goes the pace truck.
Green.
Then we got the green and racing once again. Good restart there by Eric Hegel. Jordy Banfield, hey, if he's in close to the front, yeah, he's going to be up there battling, trying to see if he can get past the 13th of Mark Beverly. And fighting on that high side. I think he might have the better line there, and he may be quicker than the 11, but he's right up on the bumper of Hegel, and so he really doesn't have anywhere to go at the moment. And let's see, it looks like Beverly kind of tucked in behind him there a little bit, and boy, he is right there with Eric Hegel. All he can do is was just focused on running his line. There's Banfield taking a little look down on the inside. We're only on lap 55 of 167. Well, it's a very long way to go. Mark Beverly's back there. He's trying to size up the situation here. There's Banfield going door to door now with Eric Hagel trying to go ahead and get that lead position. Boy, he's got a nose ahead, half a truck length almost. He did lead that lap. Might have been the last one as well. They were so close together. Boy, Beverly is right there as well. Oh, and then running up on traffic. There's Haas Beverly. He's back out there racing. Oh my goodness! Don't run him over, guys. He's Haas trying to just get to the finish this race here. He's got to finish above all else. There's so many more laps to go. We're on lap 58. Banfield, and he finally cleared Eric Hagel. In fact, Hagel fell back to the third spot with Mark Beverly now in that second position. And they got about one more lap. They'll either throw the caution right as they hit lap 60 or once they complete lap 60. Let's see what they do here. So they're now on lap 60. I'm thinking they cross the stripe. They'll go ahead and throw the yellow. And coming around, that should do it for the stage break. And let's see. And they're still racing.
Caution.
There we go. Okay, caution here on lap 61. We have reached stage break. So now it'll be up to the pit crews now to get everybody in and out as quickly as possible. Jody Banfield, Mark Beverly, Eric Hagel, Joe Yakes, and Michael Newman make it your top five. With Nicholas Lawrence in that sixth spot, Nathan Bogart seventh, Dougie Higgins Jr. in the eighth position, and Keith Prince ninth, with Evan Schillings rounding out the top 10. Looks like they'll roll around one more time before they head on down on pit road. And now they've come down pit road. They enter on the back stretch and have to come all the way around to the front. So everybody's racing down. Now we're gonna see how these pit crews are, and you get in your box. Pit road, the speed limit is a bit slower here. And the Banfield right in the box there. He should be amongst the first to get out. Tires and fuel for the 98 machine. And 14.7 for Banfield. Mark Beverly. There's Dougie Higgins Jr. He's still getting tired. I was trying to lock on Mark Beverly. He's still on pit road. Long pit stop there. For the 13, because he was right behind, so I was going to see if they were going to battle off of pit road, and they just pulled away as we moved away from it. So Newman now in the fifth spot. Banfield got beat by Rick LePage, because we saw Rick LePage coming down pit road past Banfield as he was finishing up. So that was a super fast stop by LePage. Let's see. Let's take a look and see. Let's look at the pit stop times here for the guys as they came in. And so LePage, that was only 0.8 of a second. I'm not sure what he did with 0.8 of a second. That's barely a splash of fuel, so I'm not sure. He gained some, maybe, I don't know. He gained some position there. And we saw several slow ones there, and of course the stint length, it's kind of because of the caution, it's not going to give you a very accurate read at the moment. Of course, you start getting into those fuel situations on bigger tracks anyway. There's too many opportunities for caution at a short track like Bristol here. So I don't think fuel will ever come into the equation. Richard Holland III making his way off of pit. He's currently in that 13th position.
Green flag, green flag.
Oh, we just went green again. Rick LePage, Banfield, Hegdel, and Yates. Boy, look at Yates. They're getting a nice run, getting around both the 23 and the 11, moving right into that second position. Banfield, he wasn't playing around. He is off and running. He knows the importance of staying out front, getting away from everything that could happen behind him. And boy, I tell you, it's like he got shot out of a cannon. He's already a good half a second ahead of the numbers 87. LePage now back on pit road, because I thought that was a mighty quick pit stop there for the 23. You know, he might have misfired there. I don't know if he what happened, but he probably didn't mean to do that. Unless he was just trying to get up there and get a point for leading a lap. That could have been another thing, reason why he did that, perhaps. Leading it, because even though it's under caution, he's still leading a lap under caution. So that might have been the reason he did that. And these guys continue to race. They're a little spread out now. Nathan Bogart 4th, Michael in that 5th spot, Dougie Higgins 6th, Mark Beverly all the way down now to 7th position. Nicholas Lawrence 8th. Evan Schillings is still 9th. Kevin Winker now in the top 10, with Keith Prince just outside the top 10, running in 11th. I think he's in 11th. Is that the last? Who's the last? Yeah, he's the last truck on the lead lap. Keith Prince is. So everybody else is at least one lap down. Banfield, he's continuing to roll right along. And nice clean air in front of him. That is Jesse Weiss in front of him. He's about 3/4 of a second down the road, though. So it'll be a few laps before you catch him. Make that 6/10. Boy, he sure caught them quick. And boy, now you got to work his way through the lap traffic. Yates, he's trying to get by, and these guys, they're all. There's Eric Hegdel. He'll be the next one to try to get by the 73 there, and he gets by as well. Banfield and company working that traffic. There's the 69 there, Jesse Weiss right in front of him. And boy, I tell you, you always have to be careful passing those vehicles, but even more so on a super tight place like this. And you really have to trust that those other drivers are going to hold their line, because if ever you're going to catch somebody at the wrong time, this will be a place where you catch them at just the absolute wrong time, at like a certain point in the lap, like middle of a turn, or just some place that may not be the most ideal place to make a pass. Yeah, if you were catching them coming off the corner, yeah, that would be a little bit more desirable than trying to pass somebody in the turn. But so far, he's making his way along there. There's the 22 Hoss Beverly. Looks like he's gonna stay to the low side there as Banfield goes on by. Well, I tell you, and there's the 45 Tyler. I believe that's Tyler Beverly, and Banfield. He is just racing through the field. Joe Yates and company going to have to do the same thing. Hoss Beverly is up amongst the leaders there. Eric Hegdel. And the third, there's Michael Newman. He's still a little bit further back. He still has a couple of lapped vehicles. He gets past Hoss Beverly there, and there's the 69, Jesse Weiss, the green truck right in front of him. Boy, I tell you, now when you're doing this, boy, this is like a high slalom or something. Oh, and somebody just bounced off the wall. Who is that? That was the 45 of Tyler Beverly. And looks like Newman, he gets past him as well. And I tell you, it is just so touch and go. as these guys have to work their way through the traffic. Now it's Dougie Hagan's turn. Him and Mark Beverly gonna try to race their way through the back mark trucks here. Meanwhile, up the front, Jody Banfield now enjoying an 0.8 of a second lead over Joe Yakes, but they both cleared, a lot of the lap trucks. Eric Hegdal has one more to clear. That would be Jesse Calloway, and then he'll be free and clear to try to chase down the two lead trucks here on lap 86 of 167. It's a long race, but I tell you, it still doesn't take long for these laps to click off here in Bristol. And you blink twice, you're going to be at lap 100 before you know it. And now these two, they're at a point now where they really can get a bit of a rhythm going here. Banfield, he's looking pretty good at the moment. He's got Kevin LePage there in front of him, and after that, it'll be quite a bit of clear sailing for, I would say, at least a few laps. Let's look a little further back in the field. There's Nicholas Lawrence. Now he's battling with Evan Schilling there. That's a battle for 8th position. There's a lot of lap vehicles in front of them, so that's going to make it more interesting when you're battling a guy and then you have lap vehicles in front of you, and it's not like you guys are just going to stop racing each other, and you just got to kind of pick your way through the traffic, and in some cases use the traffic to your advantage to block that other driver from getting a run on you. And boy, look at Evan Schilling. He's trying to find a way get down below the 8. You can't try that too much. That could go wrong. That was a good example of Nicholas Lawrence using that traffic as a shield in a sense to keep Schilling from getting any kind of run on the high side. And there was really no room to get around on the low side there. A little further back, there's Keith Prince. Now he's battling with Kevin Winker for position. Prince got past Winker. I believe Winker was running in the 10th position. So now that Keith Prince, he's got that spot. And they both have some battle scars for sure. You kind of expect to see that anyway on these short tracks, with here, Martinsville, or any place short track like that. You definitely expect to see some battle scars for sure. Back up towards the front, Eric Hagdal. He's 1.6 seconds. Actually, he's got some lap trucks between him and the top two. He's not up to him yet. Joe Yakes is a bit further. He's down at the other end of the straightaway, but he's 1.5 seconds behind Jody Banfield. Still has a nice clear shot of the 98 as we're getting close to lap 100 here. Really hard to kind of guess what the fuel mileage will be. Everybody came in on lap 63, the majority of the field, that last caution. And this, who knows, the field is somewhat spread out. We could actually get a green flag run to the next round of pit stops. So we might be able to get a good number. We'll bring up those stats again and look at the length of the run and see how many laps they can go on the 70% fuel capacity that they're running here tonight. So that'll be cool if we can keep this green flag going here. Schilling back there, still battling with the number 8. He did get past the 8 of Nicholas Lawrence, finally got past him. And now they're trying to get past the 36 of Nathan Bogart. That's all for a position there. Schilling just got past Bogart, moved into that 7th spot. And that'll drop him into the clutches of Nicholas Lawrence. Lawrence trying to make a move down on the inside. Oh, and they get together, and Lawrence, he slows down. Very wise. He got out of it. And the thing is, they were on a straightaway, so he had an opportunity. The truck got a little sideways. It would have been harder to deal with that if they were in a turn, because they're already going in an angle around a curve. And if you get sideways then, it would have been more difficult for him to hold on to that. So, boy, I tell you, we've seen some good reactions from the drivers out here tonight. But, yeah, that he saved himself there a little bit. Bogart, he's a nice little gap now ahead of and Mark Beverly, he's coming down on pit road. So this is a green flag pit stop for Mark Beverly, making his way down. His truck also banged up just a little bit. Oh, and he's blinking a little bit too. So, boy, I tell you, on a short track like this, on a bigger track, you're going to probably lose maybe a lap or two, depending on the size of the track. Here, you probably lose, I would say, 3 or 4, and he just used his faster pair, which I believe they only have the one. So they have less than 60 laps to go now. He went ahead and got that truck in tip-top shape. Tires and fuel, 14.4 seconds for Mark Beverly. He's down and away on his way back off of pit road, and now he has to really hope. He's down in the 12th spot. He's 3 laps down, so that cost him 3 laps there, and he has to hope that these guys will pit. Now that'll be interesting. Let's look and see how far did he go there. Beverly, right now he's in where is he at? Mark Beverly is in. He's in the 12th position, and so he went 40 laps. Wow. And we see a lot of the other guys have gone 45 so far. So Mark Beverly, he really, I guess you could almost say he short pitted. But so they know they can go 40 laps for sure. And boy, I tell you, it didn't take long to get to 40 laps, did it? But and now on lap 111. So who knows? That might have been some long range planning there by Mark Beverly. Once these guys pit, because they're gonna start. It's almost like Beverly was thinking, okay, I think if I pit now, I'll have just enough fuel to make it to the end, because then they're gonna cycle around. Of course, who knows? There could be another 10, 15 laps before Banfield stops, and just never know. Boy, these guys are racing along here. Now there's all those guys are like Kevin Winker. He's 1 lap down, and the number 8 of Nicholas Lawrence is showing a lap down, and also Bogart. So Winker, he's not in the lucky dog position. There's Nicholas Lawrence, who made a nifty little save there when he was battling 18 Everett Schilling. Schilling now up into that 7th position. Closing in on Dougie Higgins Jr., trying to find a way past the 41. All 3 of them battling there, him, Higgins Jr., and the 3 there, Keith Prince. And also, as always, trying to work past lap traffic there, and going by the 73 of LePage. And man, I tell you, it is just it can be so nerve-wracking. Wow. And you really just have to hope for the best. But we've seen these guys have a lot of long green flag runs, and it just doesn't after a while it's capable. Oh boy, that was a little bit of a checkup there for Jesse Wise on the 35 there. That's Richard Holland the 3rd. He's being challenged by is the number 12? Are they? Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Holland. He's in 10th position, a lap down. So that is not for position. That's Michael Newman, 12 truck. So they're not racing for position. Newman, he's running 4th at the moment, and quite a few folks, that he has to get around, because there's Keith Prince in the 3 machine. Prince running in that 5th position, trying to see if he can make a move on the 12 truck. Eric Hegdal, you know, he was up there. Well, he's still in the top 5, running 3rd, with Newman directly behind him now to challenge him for that position. They got some lap trucks and then between them, and they're quite a ways behind because Yates, he's 5.5 seconds himself behind Jody Banfield. We got another green flag pit stop here. That's Jesse Wise making his way down on pit road. I don't think Jesse's truck. Okay, I mean, okay, I guess who doesn't have damage? I guess that's the thing we should say. Evan Schilling also making his way down, and let's see, Nicholas Lawrence, he's coming in as well. So green flag pit stops underway. And boy, I tell you, this could be an anxious time for all of them because, man, I tell you, if a caution would have come out now and they get stuck 2-3 laps down, then that's just make it rough. There we saw Schilling making his way down on the pit road. And I think he's him and Lawrence right now are the only two. Did he overshoot? No, he looked like he's in there. Looking like he's at the front of the box there. So he didn't. There's Lawrence going by. Lawrence, that was 14.9 seconds, 14 seconds flat for Schilling as he re-enters the fray there. There's your leader, Jody Banfield, working traffic. He's got lap trucks in front and behind, so just trying to be careful there. Eric Hegdal is actually a lap down. He's 1 lap down. Oh, we got us a caution. Let's see. And oh my goodness, it is, I don't even want to say it. It's Haas Beverly. A lot of damage on that 22 truck. Man, what does he have to do to get to the end of this race? And he was running in the 17th position. And hopefully it's not required repairs. He may probably stay there as long as he can to get repairs done. But let's go see. Let's go see what happened to Haas here. And we'll roll the tape. And so he's racing along. There's his son, Mark Beverly, went by. And oh, the 36 kind of lost it, tapped the wall, and he, boy, you talk about bad luck. He was almost clear of that. You see that? I mean, he was just about, look at how close that was. Good grief. If it, you know what they say sometimes, if it weren't for bad luck, you wouldn't have any luck at all. And here we come. Let's go on board with it. And who was that again? That is the number, the 36 there. And 36, Nathan Bogart. It gets away from him. And I tell you the truth, I don't know if he got away from him or, or he might have had a little help. I don't know. But he does clip the right rear of Haas Beverly, and that kind of glanced off the wall, and he went down to the infield, and it wasn't a super hard hit. So hopefully, maybe he just went in the pits, and hopefully he's back out, and he's still 17. So that's good. He's a ton of laps down, but he's still in the 17th position, and to Eric Hegdal. He had cycled up to the lead, but now he is pitted, and when he did that, Jody Banfield now will regain the lead once again as Hegdal is now making his way down on the pit road. So as we wait for everything to sort out here, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Hey, you're watching the regular season finale, the winning bid 167, here on Rice Motorsports TV.
back at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400-lap race on this .625-mile racetrack. And just as the field comes around turn number 4, the sunshine peeks through, helping warm things here. Bill Elliott leads him down. Benny Parsons on the outside. The green flag flies, and the first Union 400 Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway. Everybody nicely through turns number 1 and 2 as Bill Elliott has the lead and Dale Earnhardt has jumped into second position, followed by Benny Parsons and Bobby Allison. Oh, here we go. It's just about to go away. They bump coming out of turn 4. Earnhardt gets the lead. We had just heard from our spotters that Neil Bonnet. Is on his last lap. This will be his 24th career win. Dale Earnhardt wins the first Union 400 at North Wilkesboro.
Okay, folks, we are racing once again, and Banfield, he got a nice jump, and he is off and running. Boy, a super clear road ahead of him now. A good half a lap of clear of traffic. All of the lap trucks, they're all bunched up. You know, everybody's packed together right now. So he'll have and boy, we're at lap 137 of make that 138 of 167. So he'll have a nice long run now to the finish. And there's Joe Yates. He's about 0.4 of a second behind, and you can't ask for any more. You know, they've got the field all bunched up, and they all pitted on lap 130. All the guys in the top 5 anyway, and so yeah, now it's just him and Banfield at the moment. Dougie Higgins Jr. He's a couple of seconds back in the third position. Now he is battling with Michael Newman, who is a couple of trucks behind him, and that 35 truck, Richard Holland, he's not on the lead lap, I don't believe. Yeah, he's not on the lead lap. He's at least a lap down, I believe, maybe more. Holland, no, he's only 1 lap down. Now Newman just got past him. So now he's got a clear shot at Dougie Higgins Jr. And right up at the front there. And Joe Yates he's trying to move in a little closer there. He's getting ever closer. Wow, he is really reeling in Jody Banfield. They have 1 truck ahead of them. That's a 22 of Hoss Beverly with 23 laps to go. And they got their tires. They got their fuel. There's nothing that they have to worry about. They don't have to worry about saving no tires. This is no time to worry about saving tires, that's for sure. Boy, I tell you, they're driving like they stole it now. Yates trying to put some pressure on Banfield. See, Yates looks like he's taking a little bit higher line in the turns. Banfield, he's definitely taking the lower line approach work going through the corners. So you got to wonder, is that gonna come back to bite him at all? Because you would think that perhaps Yates is saving his tires a little bit more. He's not scrubbing off as much speed, taking that wider arc through the turns. So we'll just have to see. They both clear of the 22. He got down nice and low so they could get by. Oh, I'm sorry, that was somebody else I was looking at. They just passed Hoss Beverly. Beverly was on the high side. There's Joe Yates. He's about to go by as well. The line he would normally run a little compromised by having to pass the lapped vehicle. And now he's free and clear, but that gap now is 0.8 of a second. Doug Higgins Jr. He'll be running up on Hoss Beverly any moment as well, by about 1.4 seconds. He's doing a good job to stay ahead of Michael Newman. And Eric Hagel. All these guys in the top 5, they're a bit spaced out there. There's Keith Prince. There's a couple of more lap trucks in between them. Richard Holland, he's spread back. So it's, see, there's Mark Beverly. Boy, I tell you, he was up at the front having some nice battles at the front, and now it's just kind of gone a little sideways for him there. He's in the top 10, but nowhere near the front, running in that 8th position. In fact, he's actually a lap down in the 8th position, so really no big chance for the win there. Oh, Kevin Winker down on pit road, and yeah, this is not the time you want to come down pit road, and this will probably put him, he'll probably lose 3 laps on the process. Green flag pit stop for Winker. And look, I think he used faster pair. So right now he's just trying to make it to the
Yellow flag is out.
oh no! Caution is out, and I think it was Nicholas Lawrence. He's moving slowly on track, and that's gonna pin Winker down. No, nobody was gonna stop again anyway, I don't believe. But so he wouldn't have had a chance, I don't think, to make those laps up. Boy, I tell you, Lawrence, he had a hard contact with the ball or somebody at some point there. So let's see. And oh, wait a minute. Let's see. Where is okay, Joe Yates? He looks like he's okay. Let's go back here with Nicholas, see if we can see what happened. And so he's racing let's see. This is that's not the one we want to look at. We want to go down a little further. Let's go to this replay right here. That was a little bit far back. Yeah, this is the one we want right here. Okay, he's trying to get past the 35 there, Richard Holland the third, and but that wasn't for position. And did he just let's do that again? They got kind of like just touched doors there. He moved up the track a little bit. He touched the left rear of the 35, and it upset his truck so much so that it just sent him slamming down into the inside wall. And boy, he hit it a ton. And so who knows? That might be game over for Nicholas Lawrence. And I don't know if he's on. Yeah, he's on pit road as well. He may not have a faster pair, so truck's not even running. He's not even in the truck. He probably has too many minutes of required repair for anything to happen. Mark Beverly making his way down. Keith Prince on his way out. So it's Banfield. We have 9 laps to go. And so it's Jody Banfield in that lead position with Eric Hagel now right behind him. Joe Yates fell behind the 11 truck. And Dougie Higgins is 4th. And Michael Newman rounds out your top 5. So it'll be interesting to see. And I tell you, now they do have remember, they do have 2 chances for a green-white checker, I believe. I thought I put it in there, but it's not in there. I believe they only have 2 opportunities for a green-white checker. So we'll see what happens as the race unfolds. And through all of that, remember we were talking about the bad luck Hoss Beverly. He was running in 17th position. He's actually gained a spot. And now he's in 16th. And there aren't any real laps left now, so there's not a chance of him really able to do anything, but he's kind of in the midst of a lot of vehicles that are laps ahead of him. But still, he actually he gained a position, and so you can never say never. If the race was a little longer, you never know. And he might probably obviously wouldn't have got back on the lead lap, but if it had been a few more cautions or something, I think the pace truck went down.
Green flag.
Here we go. Across the line, it is 6 laps to go. Look at Dougie Higgins Jr. making a move on Eric Hegdel into that second position. And Joe Yates also following the 41 past the number 11. He's now into that 3rd spot, trying to run down Dougie Higgins Jr. as they're both trying to catch Jody Banfield. Now 5 laps to go. Well, I tell you, Banfield, he's only has maybe 3 truck lengths between him, make it down almost 1. Boy, they're really trying to. Their best chance to get him is right at the restart, and boy, they're almost. Oh, they get sideways, and that is not going to be good. And they both go into the wall, and that's going to be a caution. Oh my goodness, Dougie Higgins. Oh my goodness. And look, I think he just jumped. He jumped right to the pits. Oh boy. Michael Newman made it now up to the 2nd position, so this is obviously going to trigger a green-white checker situation here. They were racing super hard, and I think it might have just got away from Dougie. Let's watch it again. They weren't 3 wide like side by side, but they were almost like stair step, you know. And look how the Yates, he's going tight, but that truck can't keep it down but so low, and they got together, and Higgins went sideways, and he's taking Yates right with him. Oh boy, that's gonna be hard. Ouch. God, that was a hard hit, and got less damage on the nose of the truck than I thought. Oh, and he just got whacked hard by the number 3 of Keith Prince, and oh man, Winker comes in to almost finish him off right there. Man, things aren't going quite right for a few of the guys here on these closing laps. Eric Hegel down on pit road. Keith Prince, he's making his way back out. Looks like he burned a faster pair. So truck is right now in showroom condition, trying to finish the race that way. So now it's Banfield. I tell you, Yates and Dougie Higgins Jr. were both moving in on him. Dougie Higgins Jr. He's still down on pit road, and he might actually still be towing in. Who knows? And now we'll see how Michael Newman is on the restarts. And Yates, he's got some. Look, there's Mark Beverly. Wow. What can you say, folks? he is a hard charger, let me tell you. And he's close enough. Man, don't go anywhere now, because it's about to get real up in here. There's Keith Prince in the 5th position. Eric Hegdel hanging in there. They're getting themselves all sorted out here. They still have, they haven't gotten the 1 to go yet. It should be the next time around. They're going into turn 3 here. Somebody's on, and Joe Yates is down on pit road. So, not sure what he's doing there. Oh, he got out the truck. He retired the vehicle. And, okay. He's 6th. Well, he was a lap down, so I guess he figured, nothing to be gained here now. And he might have, his points are enough to get him into the playoffs anyway, so ain't no point in hanging out there. So they should be on 1 to go now. Lights are out on the pace truck. And Somebody was asking in chat, why didn't Holland get lucky dog? I don't know. Unless he got touched by somebody. If you get any kind of contact during a caution, then it won't give you that lucky dog. And so here we go, folks. There's 2 to go. Boy, look at Keith Prince. He quickly tries to get past the number 12. I thought he almost went sideways. They're coming to the white flag, which is now Jody Banfield. He's more than happy to let them battle it out. Can he hold Keith Prince back? Mark Beverly, they're not close enough. Banfield's trying to hold on. Keith Prince trying to get in there, get close enough. He's not going to be enough. It's going to be enough for Jody Banfield to hold on. And he is going to win the regular season finale here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Jody Banfield is your winner here tonight. And he is, I know he's a happy camper, regardless of where you are in the points or whether you're already safely in the points, a win is always desired. Congratulations there to Jody Banfield. So let's go ahead and get the guys up into the room with, Banfield, Prince, and Mark Beverly. So we can move Mark up there. We'll go ahead and move Mark, put him there, and then we get, we got to find everybody else. There's Keith Prince, so we'll go ahead and move him on up and move him up to, where is it? There we go. And we got 2. Who are we looking for? Looking for Jody himself. And where is Jody? Is he in there? Yeah, he's in there. We'll go ahead and hop down there now with him. Okay, folks, we're down here with your top 3. It's Jody Banfield, Keith Prince, and Mark Beverly. Hey, Jody, you got a copy? Mic check. Can you hear me there, Jody? Check your mic. I got you turned up as loud as I can. I don't hear you coming through at all at the moment. Check your material there, and we'll come right back to you. Stay where you're at, and we'll move on to Keith Prince. Hey, Keith, you got a copy?
Yeah, I've got Stone.
Well, I tell you, man, things got hectic real in a hurry there at the end, boy. How did you like that finish?
Yeah, that was pretty crazy there. I needed a good run here to get to the playoffs. I was spot out, and I got that last little incident. Thankfully, I still have my faster players. That worked out for me.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, first and foremost, thank my Lord Savior Jesus Christ. I want to thank the Beverleys for putting on the league, sponsors, Sonic Racing Chassis, the Winning Bid Diecast. You for doing the broadcast every week, doing a great job for us. All the other competitors, I had a lot of fun. It was what Bristol typically is. It's chaos.
Oh yeah.
Trying to stay clean, and fortunately, I was able to get to the end.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you, man. It will now we move into the playoffs here, and I know they'll be crunching the numbers and checking all the points and see, like, I guess more like for the folks down there on the bubble, see who ended up where. But now time to roll on into the playoffs. And I think we're going back to Daytona, I believe, isn't it? It will be the first round of 15.
Yeah.
And so back to some more super speedway racing. So we'll see what happens. So congratulations again there, Keith, and we will see you next week.
Yeah. Thanks, Tony.
Hey, Jody, do you have a copy now? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, I got you. Well, I tell you, man, congratulations, buddy. And man, I tell you, that was an interesting race a little bit there. I mean, you got to the front, and it's got to the front kind of probably when you needed to, because man, things were getting crazy in a hurry. But congratulations on that win.
Yeah, I take my time. That long run, I like it when it gets long runs here, but usually I burn off the right front. But for some reason today, I wasn't doing that.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's good, man. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Oh, the guys at the league, Beverly's, for putting on the league, and driven to save lives.org.
10-4, man. Well, now it's time to go back to some restrictor plate racing there, and you ready to go into those playoffs?
Ready for the playoffs, but can't stand super speedway racing, so no.
Oh no, yeah. Well, maybe it's good that it's the first one up. Get it out the way, and so we'll see what happens next week. But congratulations again, buddy, and we'll see you later.
Thank you.
Okay. Hey, Mark, you got a copy?
Yeah, what's up, Tony?
Man, I tell you. Well, I mean, it's just like Keith said. Bristol is Bristol, and boy, I tell you, poor Dad, he had some rough luck out there tonight. He wasn't the only one, but he definitely.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you, man, and but yeah, you brought it home for the Beverly family on the podium there, man. Congratulations! Not surprised to see you getting up there. You were way down the order at the start. Was that kind of your plan, to kind of lay back for a while, or knowing how things are at Bristol and still kind of race your way up to the front?
Yeah, kind of. So actually, on my qualifying lap, the first one I came out, kind of did it easy, and the second one tried to get a fast one, and I hit the wall a little bit, so got a middle of the pack time there. But yeah, I just tried to bide my time and make moves when I could. Bristol's like probably one of my favorite tracks, and I really like it here. Just gotten an unfortunate little accident with my brother there, and I had to go in pit during green flag, so put me back a few laps, but somehow I came back from 3 laps down and got third, so I guess we'll take it.
Absolutely, man. Because you never know what's going to happen. I guess if it happens early enough in the race, then there's always hope there. Sure. But
For sure.
but now we head on into the playoffs, man. You ready for those?
Yeah, I'm excited to get it going. I think we're going to have a good time. 7-race playoff here, so we're going to do the points here after I've done talking to you, and we'll see who made it and have some fun.
Absolutely, man. Anybody else you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, thanks for you putting on a show for us. Our league sponsors, Winning Bid, Diecasts, Sonic Racing Chassis, HCK Beagles, everybody out watching. Cody for doing the RC for us. He does a good job. It's kind of hectic here too, so.
Oh yeah.
But yep, should be fun rest of the season. So.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations again. We're gonna let you go celebrate, and we will see you next week at Daytona.
Copy that, Tony.
Okay, now. Okay, folks. Well, that is it, boy. I tell you, and so we're done now with the regular season, and let's go ahead and let's grab the results of the race here. Bring those up for you, and we've got Jody Banfield. He is your winner, and it's followed by Keith Prince second, Mark Beverly third, Eric Hagel fourth, Michael Newman fifth, Richard Holland sixth, Evan Schilling seventh, Nathan Bogart ninth, Nathan Bogart eighth, Joe Yakes ninth, Dougie Higgins Jr. ended up 10th. Then we have Jesse Calloway 11th, Jesse Wise 12th, Kevin Winker 13th, 14th is Nicholas Lawrence, Tyler Beverly 15th, Haas Beverly 16th, Rick LePage 17th, 18th is Michael Miller, Nathan Somerville 19th, and of course, Cody Talindi, he was running race control. And let's see, I was trying to get to, where's the results? I was trying to flip the page here, and that was David Smith showing 21st. So don't forget that now we go into the playoffs. It'll be the first race, round of 15, the HCK Beagles 200 here at Daytona Motor Speedway, and you're not going to want to miss that. That's for sure. So for all of us here at Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.